Palestinians in Gaza ring in the olive harvest season as they usually do. A festival filled with traditional folk singing, dancing, and of course, olives. But the harvest success depends as much on a favorable climate as it does on the state of conflict with neighboring Israel. For decades, clashes in Gaza and the West Bank have not only threatened thousands of farmers' trees, but their livelihoods too.
شعور مأساوي، شعور حزين. إنسان بيتعب، بيقدم كل ما لديه علشان أو لكل ما عنده عشان هذه الشجرة في لحظة بحوالي 5 دقائق أو أكثر أو أقل بيقلعوها ولكنها كانت موجودة.
Here, olives are a symbol of pride and a staple of the economy. From olives for food to oil and soap, the industry makes up about 19% of Gaza's agricultural sector. Local entrepreneurs have even come up with a way to transform this green gold into fuel. Mohammed Ahmad Fayed has been farming olives for around 20 years. Like many Palestinians, he inherited trees from his parents and grandparents.
عندما أدخل مثلا شجر أو الأرض التي تورث بالزيتون تكون يعني مصدر سرور أو مصدر فرح. ليش؟ لأني لما بطلع على الشجرة بعتبرها هي جذوري في الأرض.
Each October, Mohammed and his family spend their days picking from their grove, which has around 80 trees. It's an annual tradition for many Palestinian families in Gaza.
إلنا إحنا بالنسبة لشجرة الزيتون تجمع الناس الأقارب، الناس بتلاقيها عندها بهجة فرحة. ليش؟ لأنه الإنسان لما بيزرع بيحب يجني.
Some of the olives are pressed into oil, others pickled and jarred. Mohammed keeps enough for his family and sells the rest.
هذا الزيت من محصول السنة. يعني شهر مثلا حاصلين في المعصرة هيا.
It's this family's main source of income, along with around 100,000 other Palestinian families who rely on the olive harvest to support them through the year.
هذا الزيتون بنخزنه السنة الجاية وبعد شهرين بناكل منه عادي.
Gaza has around 8,000 acres of olive groves. Mohammed's trees grow just outside of a village called Kuzea, 4 kilometers from the Israeli border. While his groves have been safe, the threat of conflict is ever present.
بدمرها العدو اللي إلي لأنه ما يحبنيش يشوفني مثلا هذه الشجرة بعد الشجرة هي بتمثل له عدو.
This area has been a hot zone for cross-border attacks for over a decade. The Gaza Strip is governed by Hamas, which is considered a terrorist group by Israel and several other countries. Israel closely monitors the border, sometimes clearing land on the Gaza side to counter the threat of rocket attacks or to destroy tunnels used for smuggling. The UN reported that in the years leading up to 2011, over 1,800 acres of olive groves along the Israel-Gaza border had been cleared. In a statement to Insider, Israel Defense Forces said they clear land to prevent hostile terrorist activity, and that this is carried out only up to 100 meters inside the Gaza Strip.
تخرج من السلك الزائل أو الحاجز الزائل والجرافات بيطلعوا أشجار الزيتون ما بعد عن الحدود كيلو ونص و2 كيلو تم تجريفها.
And in 2014, a major offensive by Israel to remove the threat of attacks by militants in Gaza left over 2,000 Palestinians dead. 71 Israelis also died. Farming land and infrastructure were other casualties, costing Gaza's agricultural sector $500 million. Over the years, Mohammed says land near his farm has been targeted too.
التجريف هذا باستمرار يعني بعض الأحيان فيه اللي أنا بعرف زرع أرضه مرتين و3.
Israeli land has also been subjected to considerable damage. The IDF says that in the past few years, incendiary balloons and kites launched by militants in Gaza have ignited fires that burned more than 40,000 acres of Israeli soil. About 70 miles east of the Gaza Strip is the West Bank, where olive groves have been hit particularly hard by confrontations. During this year's harvest season, clashes between Israeli settlers and Palestinian farmers injured at least 23 farmers and damaged over 1,000 trees. One study using Palestinian data found that well over 500,000 olive trees have been uprooted by Israel since 1967. Still, Mohammed sees olives as a crop worth fighting for.
شجرة السور شجرة سلام مش استسلام ورفع اليدين. نحن ملتصقون في هذه الأرض. نحن آبائنا من قبلنا وأجدادنا وأبنائها من بعدنا لن نتخلى عنها مهما واجهنا من الظروف.
Olives are deeply embedded not just in Palestinian culture, but in the economy too. The estimated 10 million olive trees that grow across the West Bank and Gaza make up nearly half the territory's agricultural land. And in the past year, Palestinians have found yet another use for olives: fuel. Gazan engineer Temer Abu Mutlik is turning olive mill waste into energy bricks, used for home heating and cooking.
أو ستي كانت تستخدمه في التدفئة عن طريق تشكيل كرات يتم استخدامها في فصل الشتاء. من هنا بدأت الفكرة بتبعتنا إنه إحنا كيف ممكن نستفيد من هذا الكنز الأخضر، خاصة إنه نعاني نقص في الطاقة بسبب الحصار الإسرائيلي.
Since Israel and Egypt control the movement of goods and people in and out of Gaza, Palestinians often have to find innovative solutions using the resources they have.
احنا هنحل مشكلة بيئية وأيضا هنوفر مشكلة اقتصادية داخل قطاع غزة بسبب إنه موجود حصار غزة.
Camped out behind an olive mill, where mountains of waste pile up, Tamer and his team collect the olive byproduct and dump it into their improvised machine. The machine compresses the waste, cranking out over 2,000 pounds of bricks an hour. Then, the bricks dry in the sun before they're sold to Palestinians across Gaza. Tamer's product shows how the olive tree is the gift that keeps on giving food, fuel, and hope to many Palestinians.
احنا لا نعرف اليأس، ليش؟ لأنه الأرض تمثل لنا الانتماء والحياة، ولا الأرض لا تحيا إلا بشجرة الزيتون والأشجار المثمرة.